This is Gary with Ruff RV Life Reviews. We are now driven 2 miles from the Fort Phil Kearny to the Fetterman Monument. This is where the battle took place. We did a review on the fort, and this is linked to the fort because the troops that were sent out from the fort to battle the Indians took place here, and there was no survivors. All the soldiers were killed. It was the first time the Indian tribes got together, formed a coalition, and they had a battle plan. They split the army into 3 groups, and when the army crossed the ridge to come down this side, which was against orders, they were told not to go on the other side of the ridge. There's some stakes up there, you can't hardly see them though. They came down here, they were ambushed and defeated. And it was the worst defeat until 10 years later at the Custer in the Battle of Little Bighorn. And this is a plaque. I keep it there a minute so you can read it. 3 commissioned officers and 76 privates. There were no survivors. This was a historic battlefield that took place, and had it not been for Custer in the Battle of Little Bighorn, this right here would have went down in history as the largest battle. This is the perimeter, it's Highway 90 out there. Of course that road wouldn't have been there, would it? Would have been more terrain. 1866. This was about the fight. The battleground. So there we have it, the monument and the battlefield. So if you watched the review that we did of Fort Phil Kearny in Wyoming, and then this review will be a follow-up to that review. The battle took place from the fort. So the cavalry came over the hill and down to the creek where they were ambushed. Then they had skirmishes, retreated back to the monument with some rear guard actions. And at the monument is where the cavalry was surrounded and all were killed. And another column from the fort came up and the Indians retreated. And the battle was over. But this was the actual battlefield. And when you're standing on that monument, you're standing where U.S. cavalry were all defeated to the last man. Got this interesting creek running through here. And down and up through. And the Bozeman Trail would have been right, kind of see where those grasses up there, run right beside this walking path. That would be the original Bozeman Trail that went through here. I-90 in the background. Little stream. There's the other half. monument. Now, we walked the path around the battlefield. It's a loop. You go up, go around the loop, and you come back. And we almost made the whole loop, but there was a whole herd of cows blocking the loop, so we turned around, but we were pretty close to it. But on the way back, someone missed the path, or mistook another path for the wrong path, and wound up walking down the cow path all the way down the road. That is fenced in by a barbed wire fence. And I kept walking and walking and walking and walking. I even texted my wife and says, hey, I'm way down the road here if you want to come pick me up. And I finally found what I thought was a gate, an opening. Well, it was framed like a gate. I got down there and it was barbed wire across it, but I noticed a latch on it. So I moved the latch and it opened, and I got through it. I would say skinnied through it, but I'm not skinny, and relatched it. And of course I walked all the way back up the road because she was still taking pictures and talking and all that. But that's life, you know how that goes, guys. So anyway, this is why she maps out our routes, because apparently I can't even walk around the loop and make it back to the car. And
I'm just jealous that I didn't get to do that walk. I did another walk.
It was a nice walk beside a creek.
Well, that walk down, yeah.
Yeah, under the trees and all that, but I kept thinking it would loop back, but there was no loop. So anyway, we were here at the Fetterman Memorial Battlefield, and so what are your thoughts of this? Let me turn the camera so you can see her smiling face. She's also eating crackers.
Nuts and crackers.
Yeah, I don't have snacks, she does.
Yeah, you can have some.
Oh, I get one snack.
Have all you want, sweet pea.
Yeah, you say that in front of the camera. Go ahead.
Well, as I have nuts and crackers in my teeth.
That just means we're normal people.
Yep. Again, same thing. Very humbling and sobering to be at this place that the incident happened so many years ago. But that being aside, it is very beautiful. You are just looking at green hills everywhere as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, if you took aside the fact that a lot of blood was shed here and loss of life, and on both sides, we just don't want to take the Calvary side. The Indians lost their share too.
Right.
And so yeah, that monument right there marks the spot where all the cavalry perished.
Right.
But the scenery is absolutely gorgeous.
Right. It's a beautiful walk, and there's interpretive signs along the way. And like imagining from different perspectives, imagining that you're a cavalryman, imagining that you're one of the Indians, imagining that from different perspectives. It was kind of cool. Like we said, we didn't get to finish. There were signs we could see way on out there, but we did quite a bit. I would say we probably did most of it.
Yeah, I would say we did 6/8 of it.
Yeah.
It's a mile loop, right? Or mile out?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I was confused. It's mentioned a paved trail, and the only paved trail is a road down there that I think is fenced off. So I don't know.
That's blocked off though.
But anyway, it was nice. I'm glad we came here and actually saw what we read about at the fort. It's kind of neat to kind of make that connection. So
once again, if you're coming along Highway 90 and pull off, and you can take in the fort, and 2 miles away from the fort is this battlefield, the actual battlefield. And I guess in about 2-3 hours you could do the whole thing and take your time doing it. You could do it a little quicker. I mean, you don't have to walk the trail to see the battlefield. You can see everything from the monument.
But you should.
But it's nice to go down and read all the kiosks with the placards explaining everything that happened with the maps, interpretive maps of how the battle took place and what the soldiers wore, what the Indians had. And it's just a very informative. Kudos to Wyoming State Parks. Very good, very good, very good.
Yep, we enjoyed it.
Yes. So once again, like, subscribe, click the bell. We'll keep posting videos of what we're doing, where we're going, and how we're doing it.
Right, follow the journey.
So this is Gary.
I'm Sharon.
Ruff RV Life.
We like looking at freedom.
Hope to see you on the road.
Bye.
Safe travels.